In 2 weeks, I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump.
I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now.
Every movement has a moment when people look around and say, wait, what exactly am I a part of? And right now, that moment is hitting MAGA for real, for real. TikTok and social media is flooded with videos titled, I'm leaving MAGA. I finally woke up. Trump lost me at... But let's be honest, most of these people didn't suddenly grow morals overnight. They just finally hit the FAFO stage. You know, the fuck around and find out stage. The thing that black people have been warning them since before I was even born. So today we're breaking down why this wave is happening right now, and why many people aren't buying these apologies, and why being a MAGA supporter in 2025 is starting to feel pretty spooky. To the intro.
You're not just saying that?
I never just say anything.
He often did this by picking fights.
He said, I think Donald Trump is an artful liar. I think he is a greedy, vicious, and arrogant man.
Well, I don't know, is that supposed to be a compliment or not? I'm not sure.
There's a pattern with these I'm leaving MAGA stories. They're very familiar, very predictable pattern, that is. They never start with, I was the one distributing racism to people. The immigrant kids in cages broke my heart. The attack on women's rights crossed the line. ICE detaining American citizens, meaning questioning everything. Nah, they don't start like that. It's usually my small business collapsed. My medical bills double. My rent is higher than my paycheck. My job is getting outsourced. My groceries cost way too much now. Suddenly, all the policies they cheered for came home to visit them. It ain't fun now. And remember, people tried to warn them. Black people, that is, have been trying to warn them since forever. Families tried to warn them. Their friends probably tried to warn them. Whole communities begged them to pay attention to what's going on. That this guy is a hope. Whole communities begged them to just pay attention to what was going on. This guy's a grifter. He will grift the country. But they wanted to lead with hate. But they didn't listen until the pain hit their own pockets, their own health, their own livelihood. That's not awakening. That's just fucking around and find out one-on-one. For real.
I'm seeing so many of posts like this right now, and I have a lot to say about it. So she wrote, protecting the pedophiles is something I stand against always. Don't get me wrong. I am so excited and so glad that some women and some MAGA supporters are finally waking the fuck up. But here's the thing that really pisses me off. Why didn't you believe women in the beginning? Why didn't you believe the many women that came forward and said this man had violated them? Why aren't we believing the women that have already stated this? Why aren't you believing the audio recording that you heard him say that he can grab women by the you-know-what whenever he wants? And then he doubled down when he was asked in court about this, that yeah, he said that, yeah, you can do that because celebrities allow you to do that. Newsflash, you've never been allowed to do that. And how come it wasn't enough for you when you saw him make fun of special needs people, or you saw him or heard him say homophobic, racist comments? How come that wasn't the turning point for you? How come it wasn't the turning point for you when you saw people being grabbed off the street and sent to a horrible concentration camp? How come it took all of this for you to wake up? I guess I should just be happy that they're waking up, but I think it's so sad that there were so many signs that you ignored. So many signs, but I guess we have to take our wins where we find them. All my love.
Part of the reason this whole exodus is awkward is simple. The internet never forgets. Once it's on the internet, it's always out there. We remember you making videos saying you were pro-Trump. That could be celebrity or someone we never heard of. It's always there. People spend years yelling, if you don't like it, leave this country. Cry harder, snowflake. You lefty libtard or whatever the hell they were saying. They even said facts don't even care about your feelings. Get them out, drain the swamp. What happened to all that? I don't even hear those talking points or those slogans anymore. They mock people losing their rights, mock people losing safety, mock people who were being targeted and harassed. Now, those same people are turning to the camera like, I've grown. I'm different now. I've done some reflecting. And the country is looking back like, nah, bruh. But delete those posts. Delete everything that you were saying. Because, we still remember. And I'm not saying that growth is not possible, and it's possible, but accountability is non-negotiable. Some people are genuinely learning, I get it, but others are just running from the embarrassment of being associated with a sinking ship. And to keep it 100, some of these I'm leaving MAGA videos feel like a TikTok challenge. Like someone said, new trend, escape a cult in under 60 seconds, and they just posted videos just to go viral. Because when the Epstein files started trending again, when those messy allegations started circulating, people backflipped off the Trump train so fast that they almost left smoke trails behind them.
People that they'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah.
I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back.
These are the same people who stayed loyal through 2 impeachments, indictments, conspiracies that turned out to be real, stolen documents, a pandemic disaster, thousands of public lies, private scandals, too many to name. But an email mentioning Trump, Epstein, Clinton, and allegedly a horse, suddenly that's where the loyalty ends. This isn't moral clarity. This is just PR survival. They just don't want to look bad. And he's looking real sketchy right now. So I don't want to go down with him.
Hey everyone, it's Rich here at Leaving MAGA, coming to you at leavingmaga.org. It was 3 years ago today that I left MAGA, and we just did a recent Ask Me Anything. You can find it at our socials. And one of the questions that always comes up is, what were the reasons why I left? It took me an entire year to come to the conclusion that I was wrong for supporting the MAGA movement. And there was a variety of reasons. It was the president's mismanagement of COVID. There were the stolen election lies. There was January 6th. And the final straw for me was the Uvalde, Texas school shooting, which was on May 24, 2022. It was on that day that I quietly left MAGA. And it took me a few months to work up the nerve to go public with it. But on August 30th, 2022, I wrote a mea culpa. And in that apology, I said that I was wrong, that I was sorry for supporting Trump and the MAGA movement, and that I wanted to apologize to anyone I may have hurt with my words, deeds, and rhetoric. And the God's honest truth is, I never thought that anybody would care that I had left, but I discovered that people did care, and it was born. My organization, Leaving MAGA, is where it came from.
The Epstein saga has always been a dark stain on the wealthy and powerful, but most recent conversations resurfacing online have shaken the MAGA community deeply, because now people can't just pretend that Trump was an innocent bystander or just a guy taking a photo with some random guy. He never knew who he was. There's alleged emails, the alleged mentions of Bill Clinton, the bizarre viral rumor of a horse, and sexual acts allegedly happening. It's all created the kind of scandal MAGA supporters can't meme their way out of this one.
Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw a strike because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself, give me a break. I don't care about it, released or not.
They can't wear a hat or a t-shirt to get their way out of this one. They can't even create a slogan to get their way out of this one. There's no marketing team that could spin this to make it in their favor. Supporting Trump no longer feels like you're being patriotic in their eyes. It feels like you're standing next to a dumpster fire with a name tag on it and a MAGA shirt and a MAGA hat. Even people who defended him throughout everything else are saying, okay, I mean, stuff getting weird right now. I'm stepping out.
I voted for Donald Trump, and really starting to regret my vote, because this isn't what I voted for. I voted for a lot more people to go to jail. I voted for a lot more politicians to be stripped of their power and put in prison for the crimes that they've committed against humanity. I voted for the Epstein list to come out. The full list. The full fucking list of every politician, every bureaucrat that had anything to do with those minors.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong side of a future Netflix documentary, like for real, because right now people don't realize we're actually living through history right now.
The only one, 20 years in the Navy. I never passed CC today. I fought for freedom. For somebody like Trump to come and take it away. I'm not a good speaker. I fought for freedom. You see it taken away like this. Hopefully it won't be, but there's a chance. I just can't get over it. I'm not the only one who spent days, months, minutes fighting for what we believe in, to keep this country free and clear. To have somebody like Trump to come in and do what he's doing, and the support he's getting, I just can't get over it.
So now let's talk about money, because that's actually where most MAGA exit began.
Yeah, must be the money.
Trump promised cheaper goods, lied, stronger jobs, lied, better wages, lied, lower taxes, and America's first economy. Instead, what we got were tariffs that backfired catastrophically. Tariffs was sold as this punishing the other countries, punishing China, but they punished all the American citizens, farmers, manufacturers, truckers, shop owners, consumers. People woke up like, why is my food doubling? Why does lumber cost as much as gold? And why did my business collapse? Because tariffs always boomerang back home. People tried to warn him, people tried to tell him, but he didn't want to listen. His supporters didn't want to listen. And now they're falling flat on their face and they're trying to change the narrative.
I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt.
Next week throughout America, families will be gathered together at the dining room table. And millions of Americans are going to experience sticker shock as they prepare for Thanksgiving. The Trump administration itself acknowledges that the cost of turkeys has gone up 40% since last November. Grocery costs are through the roof, housing costs out of control, electricity bills through the roof, and the Trump administration and Republicans here in Congress continue to refuse to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. That means that tens of millions of Americans are about to experience dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles. In some cases, health insurance costs are going to go up $1,000 or $2,000 per month. We have a cost of living crisis in the United States of America, and Donald Trump and Republicans haven't done a damn thing about it.
Inflation spiraled out of control. It is high and it's looked like it's gonna stay up there. The cost of living ballooned, wages didn't. The math just don't math at this point. And they try to deflect and keep trying to blame Obama, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Biden, anyone in arm's reach.
Very desperate.
Time's up. You can't blame these people anymore. You're in power now, so do something about it. Also, ICE harmed U.S. citizens. Not undocumented immigrants, which was bad in itself, but they also detained, questioned, profiled, left without rights, American citizens.
George Redis is a 25-year-old U.S. citizen, a disabled Army veteran, who's taking on the federal government after he was detained by ICE for 3 days and nights without charge, arrested during a raid in July on a cannabis farm in Camarillo, California, where he worked as a security guard.
I get out my car and try to explain that I'm a U.S. citizen, that I'm just trying to get to work. I'm not there to protest them. I'm not there to fight them. I'm just trying to get to work. I didn't think it would be a problem as long as I told them what was going on. They got hostile. They didn't care what I had to say. One agent put their knee on my neck and another agent put their knee on my back, all while like 4 or 5 other agents stood around and watched and just let it happen. I asked when I would be able to speak to a lawyer. They never gave me anything. They never let me call my family. They never told me what I was charged for. They just kind of threw me in there and didn't care.
People who once said, that would never happen to me, now I realize it absolutely could. Black people have been trying to tell y'all because we're the ones who's always profiled, detained, questioned. Now y'all's treating the American citizens like black people. And that's sad, to be honest with you.
They're arresting me. They're arresting me. They're really de-escalating. Hey, just don't hey, stop hurt me. I'm not. Stop. Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me. You understand? Do not be rough with me. Look at them. Look at them. They're going to beat me up. Don't beat me up, you mother. Don't beat me up. Look at them. Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. Oh my God. Hey. Look what they're doing. Oh, get to the other side. I'm not listening. I'm supposed to be rough with me. You treat me like a black person. You're gonna get sprayed. You're gonna get sprayed. Release your hands. Put it behind your back. You understand me? Do not hurt.
Even the healthcare has become a nightmare. People who voted for him found out that their coverage became worse, that premiums went up, their meds cost more. Reality broke through the slogans, and it's just getting exposed right now. Every con man has an expiration date. Every lie has a weight limit before it breaks. And Trump lies went from funny to exhausting to too obvious to defend. He lied about every single thing that comes out of his mouth. And we can go down a quick list. The economy, the tariffs, the wall, Mexico paying for it, COVID disappearing, the elections, the lawsuits, the indictments, the documents, basic facts, anything, even things caught on camera, he would still just lie and deny till he dies. That's it. It ain't wishing death on a man. But at some point, even his own supporters have to say, hey, listen, I can only gaslight myself for so long. That's when people started to leave.
I'll vote for Trump if I knew then what I know now.
I'm going to guess that the answer is yes, but it's not for the reasons that you and I would hope it's for. But let's watch and see what she says.
I would not vote for Trump again if I had the choice to go back 1 year ago today. And not because I'm disappointed with a lot of the policy or the way things are going, but the cost of that vote and the loss of 2 people that I love dearly.
So just to be clear, she's not upset because of the policies and the things that are happening. She's not upset that food is actually more expensive, that people are not getting their SNAP benefits, that government is shut down, that people are literally starting to starve and being grabbed off the streets. She's not upset about any of those things, right? Because those things don't affect her directly. But let's find out what she really is upset about.
And now the strain is just unbearable. And I had hoped after a year that things would kind of smooth over and calm down, but it's just not getting better. And the pain of it is a lot. So I know some people will say, well, that's what you get for voting for Trump and blah, 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 blah. But I'm heartbroken over the relationship loss. And so if I...
And there it is. She only cares because she was affected in a negative way. Because her friends, 2 people that were really close to her, said, I can't be friends with you anymore. And that makes total sense. Because no, we do not want to be friends with you. We cannot agree to disagree on human rights.
And I think there's another reason why people are jumping ship. The vibes have gone bad. They always been bad, but now is really, really like a cult documentary waiting to happen bad. The movement that once felt like a loud, rowdy fan base of just stupid people now feels like a bunker full of conspiracy theories and Facebook chain messages. People who once were proud to wear the hat, now keeping it in their drawers. They're probably even burning it at this point. The confidence is gone. The signs are gone. The humor is gone. The whole existence is gone. And with this Epstein allegations floating online, supporting MAGA now feels like signing your name to might regret this later list. A lot of people aren't ready to forgive overnight as well too. And that's not out of spite, that's just memory. Because MAGA didn't just hurt villains, it actually hurt families, communities, immigrants, LGBTQ people, women, Black Americans, disabled people, healthcare workers, journalists, veterans, and sometimes American citizens targeted by their own government, and actually other white people as well too. They're getting it as well. People live through real harm because these MAGA policies and these supporters applauded the harm of other people. So when those same supporters say, I was misled, some people respond, no, you were warned. You wanted this for real. Leaving the movement is step one. Taking responsibility is step two. Most people haven't reached step two yet. So that's one of the issues I have. And I believe that not every person is leaving MAGA is doing it for noble reasons. Some are waking up. Some are burnt out. Some are scared. Some are ashamed. Some are just broke. Some are embarrassed on the things that they supported. Some saw their friends switch and follow the trend. Some just don't want to defend the Epstein mess. But you can tell the difference. A true awakening comes with self-awareness, accountability, empathy, real reflection. A fake awakening comes with excuses, finger pointing everywhere but inward. I didn't know, I was tricked, I'm a victim too. People know the difference. We see through that shit.
I did vote for Trump, but I don't agree right now with this Epstein shit. This shit needs to come to life. I will remind the world every week if I have to, bro. This Epstein shit is a real thing. We can't just put this shit under the rug and forget about it. We want to know who the fuck's on that list. We want to know what the fuck went on, and that's what we want to know as Americans. We deserve that shit, bro. And that's facts, bro. And that's facts. Like, I'm gonna just say this shit how it really is, bro. We need to know what the fuck went on with that shit, bro. We need to know what happened. We need to know why it's not being released.
Groceries became a luxury item. The scandals became too bizarre. The Epstein allegations scared people off. The lies became impossible to defend. The movement started to look unhinged, even though it was before, but to them, it's even more unhinged. People don't want to be on the wrong side of history. People didn't leave because they disagreed. They left because they just got tired of defending someone who it is impossible to defend, tired of explaining lies, tired of being associated with all this chaos. So at the end of the day, people leaving MAGA is a good thing, in my opinion. It means something is shifting, but we have to be honest. Leaving a movement doesn't erase the harm. It doesn't erase the votes. It doesn't erase the applaud for this bad behavior. It doesn't erase the cruelty that once was normalized. And I believe it's still normalized. Some people changed. Some people did escape. Some people panicked and just jumped out. Some people just didn't want to look stupid in hindsight. And that's okay. We're human. We learn at different speeds. And that's okay. We're human. We all learn at different speeds. But growth requires truth, and truth requires memory. We ain't forgetting that shit. The only rule is simple. Don't rewrite your past, acknowledge it, grow from it for real, and do better moving forward. This has been Ish from Just Say Anything TV. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments below. Y'all think MAGA is over? Y'all think they're gonna find some way to pivot out of this one? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video if you made it this far. Remember, it is Ish from Just Say Anything, where we say what they want. See you on the next video. Hold it down. Peace.
Just say anything. Like, share, and subscribe. not just saying that?
I never just say anything.